All right, so we're going to recap women's tennis here. We have Swiatek and Haddad Maia. Now, this is my wager right here. I was able to take Haddad Maia at plus 650 odds pre-match. And then I was able to take the in-game at over 26.5. And I'm going to explain why I did that in a second. But the pre-match odds here for Swiatek was minus 769. That means you have to put up 800 pretty much to win 100 if you take this favorite. All right, so you have to put up 800 to win 100. Okay, I don't see odds anywhere else that have the openers out for this matchup. They pretty much have taken them off for tennis. But I did find Oddspedia that had their odds still up. So with that being said, let's get to the matchup itself and why Haddad Maia had at least a shot with some value to win this match. Now, she was a plus 650, like I mentioned, great odds at my book because these other books were offering plus 525, a little bit lower. The reason I took the over is because I thought it was going to go 3 sets. I nearly could have lost both of these wagers, but it was worth it to me to take the gamble here because I felt like I could hit both of them as well. But on the safe side, I could have easily just taken Swiatek on the in-game at plus money or minus 110. I believe the lowest odds were at even money. And I could have either middled the wager and made profit no matter who wins, or just risked my initial wager and had no action on the game or in the match and had a chance to win this massive payout. But I did it a little bit different, ended up working out for me, and I was able to hit the over as well as the plus 650 money line underdog. Now let's get to the matchup and see why this was possible. All right, so we have Swiatek here ranked number 1, and then we have Haddad Maia ranked 24th. Now, Swiatek has been on a massive heater, and the odds makers are going to remember that because she just came off that 30 match win streak. So that's in their heads already. The line makers are going to always shade it toward Swiatek. But if you look recently, after that massive win streak, she's been kind of, she's cooled down a little bit, I should say. So she's won 2 out of 3 of her matches in the last 2 tourneys that she's played. So it's 2 out of 3 here, 2 out of 3 here. And then she beat Isla in a blowout, which she's going to be even more shaded because of this. And then she came in the next day and played Haddad Maia and lost. Now, this is a good fade here for the favorite to take the underdog, but it's not enough. We have to see why Haddad Maia would have a chance in this match. Now, if you look at Haddad Maia, she's ranked 24th, and just recently she was on a 13 match win streak here, okay? And then she lost 3 in a row, so she cooled off. Now, we're looking for her to bounce back at some point because a player like this, that's this good, is going to bounce back, okay? So she won against Trevisan, all right? So we're looking to bounce back with her and bet on her. This is when you want to bet on a player, is when they've just come off of a 3-game match losing streak or a 2-game, and they finally get their first win. The next game, the next match, you want to keep riding this player until you see a matchup where it doesn't favor her or where she's not getting value like you expect. So against Fernandez, I believe she was an underdog, like 2-1, I want to say. I would have to go back and look. So this is where you would want to jump on her against Fernandez. And then this is where I jumped on her here against Swiatek, and she was able to do it in 3 sets. She lost the first set 6-4, won the first set 6-4, lost the second set, and then won the third set finally. at the end because I believe Swiatek overshot the ball. And that's how Haddad Maia ended up winning this match. But the point of it is that she stayed in the match from start to finish. So she had a shot. She had a legitimate shot to win this match. And when the underdog does that, normally they do because they fought all the way to stay in the match. All right. And she, yeah, it was really more of Swiatek's mistake than it was Haddad Maia winning. But hey, I'll take the win either way. She stayed in the match. She deserved to win the match. So this is when you want to jump on a player here, is when they're about to go on another winning streak, or we are at least predicting that they're going to go on another winning streak. And that's what she did here after a 3-match losing streak. Now, if they're on a, if they've just come off of a massive losing streak, like where it's like 6 games, I wouldn't go more than 3-match losing streak, because that would just be insane, kind of, you know, pushing it a little bit. Because if they've lost 6 in a row and they get 1 win, they might have gotten a little lucky to get that win. So I wouldn't trust a player like that. If it's gone more than 3, 4, 5 games, I wouldn't trust a player that in that situation. So I would stick to like 3 games, 2 or 3 games. I love the 2-game ones. That's what I love to do on those matches. So that's how this is possible. This is how you're able to hit these plus 650 underdogs. They're not going to always hit, but they will hit if you do the handicapping part of it right and you follow that system. So I'll be back with another video. Comment, rate, and subscribe. I'll be back with more videos like this as well.